Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizu. You watching my channel Mizu14, and I'm here doing a review of Iyanla Fix My Life, Engage and Enraged, a couple in crisis. Baby, let me tell you, this freaking episode was crazy because this is the first time I've been watching Iyanla Fix My Life since I started watching it. That she had to end the healing process prematurely, like end it early, because the couple really didn't want to freaking do the work. And then sometimes it pays me like when you go ask for somebody to help and then you get upset with the process or you get like you want to dictate how the process goes, you want to tell them how they're going to do it, you don't want to do the work. It's like why you reach out? If you know you're not going to do the work, if you know you're not going to change, why reach out? You want somebody to tell you what to do. You want somebody to tell you that what you're doing is right. You want somebody to tell you how to do things. No, that's not how the things goes. And sometimes it pays me when people go to therapists or counselors like that, thinking that the counselor or therapist should have told you what you want to hear. No, they will question you. They will give you questions. They will make you uncomfortable a little bit so you can dig deep into yourself. A real therapist, a real counselor will do that. Somebody who don't care about your process and they just go like, okay, yada yada. But somebody who really want to challenge you, to really get you to really think about the issues, the underlying issues in your relationship, that's the one you want to go to. That's the one you will trust into the process. And it seemed like when Jillian and Ray came in the process, they came in the process with the expectation that they had to a specific expectation that they want for Iyanla that probably Iyanla wasn't giving them. The reality that they don't want to face. And sometimes when you don't want to hear things or you don't want to talk about things, or you don't want to discuss it because it's too much for you to discuss or you don't want to bring up to surface, then you're going to be resistant and you're going to be angry. You're going to be fighting. You're going to be deflecting. And that's exactly all clear signs of what was happening between these couples and towards Iyanla. Because sometimes they was not trying to go deeper than what they're trying to let on. And something is in there that they wasn't trying to let the truth out. It's like, how you gonna go through this and don't want to talk and don't want to have the and don't want the truth to come out so you can heal. Y'all is so excited about the wedding, but y'all not thinking about the marriage. And that's another thing. That's another current thing that Iyanla was telling about this whole episode. That a lot of people, a lot of couples these days, and I had some friends who were going through this. They were so focused about the wedding aspect. Oh, I'm getting married. Yes, I'm going down the aisle. Got this pretty dress. I got this flowers. Everybody gonna look at me. Everybody gonna congratulate me. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm the center of attention. But when they get past that wedding day, which was only one day, technically, if you get married one time, it's only that one day. The next day after that, what come about? That you got all these issues, that all these issues come about. And it's not like the issues just came about, it's just that the stuff that you didn't want to deal with because you were so focused on the wedding, but you was burying the real issues that y'all supposed to be having. And sometimes people think that marriage is a remedy for your wedding is a remedy of your marriage. It was not. Wedding is only a part of to get to make that commitment. But if you don't make that commitment with each other before you get married, then your marriage is going to falter and you won't have a long lasting relationship. And I don't feel that Jillian and Ray gonna have a long lasting marriage. I don't feel like it. And if they do, it's just because they really accepted the roles and they're not dealing with it. And when you don't deal with something, you just let it build up, let it build up, let it build up. You get resentment towards each other. You start getting angry towards each other. And sometimes make y'all just spread apart or make y'all comfortable because y'all don't want to start over. So let's go into the episode because I really ranted. So, all right. So it started off. Jillian and Ray was there, and they sit down and have a talk. And they say, they're about to get married. I think they've been together for 2 years or something. He engaged very quickly. He proposed very quickly. She accepted, and they want to get wedding. So they preparing for the wedding. They got everything done for the wedding. They got the flowers. They got the groomsmen. They got the bridesmaid. They got everything. The flowers, the venue, everything set up. So she said, y'all do all this preparation for the wedding. Let me see how much y'all prepare for your marriage. And then when that happened, they both aura shifted. It's like they didn't want to talk about, oh, our marriage and we prepare for marriage. They just want to talk about it's gonna be a good thing for us to get married. And they say it doesn't work that way. You came for help. So Julia wrote to Iyanla and say that she want better communication with her husband because something happened that it just feels like she can't talk to him. And it was revealed that Ray had type 2 diabetes. He was overweight one time. He had type 2 diabetes. He lost weight and he had to get amputation in his leg. So his leg basically got cut off. So he wearing a fake leg right now. So you could imagine as a man what that do to you. It's like when you was a person that was always provided, always active, always this, doing that, being financial responsibility, being a financial of the marriage, financial of the marriage, being the provider, being the protector, and then you gotta take the seat back and like your wife does it or like your girlfriend does the role, and you can't do as much as you wanted to because you got this amputation. It does that to you. You probably can't perform because sometimes take a lot of diabetes medication affect your manhood, affect your performance. So if baby can't perform, that might be a barrier. You can't do things like you wanted to do. So in his defense, like Iyanla asked him, "What are you doing in preparing and processing this?" He said, "Oh, I had to deal with this and like that." She said, "Yes, you got to deal with it because you're doing it right now. But do you give your time to really sit into it and sit in it and think about it and really go through it and what this going to do to you in your future?" Because no matter what you think about, this is going to factor. This is a play a role into how you deal with her. This is a role how you feel about yourself, how you feel about this relationship. Do you feel that you gonna be always gonna be a pushover? You gonna be feel like you're gonna be taken advantage of? Do you feel like you're not doing enough? And that problems and feeling negative energy will trickle into your marriage. And that's something that they're not really focusing on right now. They just focus on the wedding and not the marriage aspect. So Jillian revealed that she has some resentment because she had bad relationships. She had past relationships that was really good. That man was taking care of her, was providing, was taking her out to eat, was paying her bills and everything. And then all of a sudden, Ray was doing that at first until he got this amputation, and now the roles are reversed. And I'm the one who's doing all this. I'm the one who's going to pay the bills. I'm the one who's going to grocery shopping. I'm doing this. I'm carrying things, and I'm resenting him because this is happening. So, if you resent him of this nature, why move forward in a relationship? Because have you talked to him about how you feel? They may not even have kids. They asked her, why do you love him? And she said, I love him because he loves me and he gets me. But if he gets you, but y'all can't communicate with each other. So how is that possible when you can't communicate, or y'all get one another, but y'all can't communicate? That is dumb and crazy, and you delusional think that he gets you or whatever because y'all can't communicate. And without the communication, about the trust in within themselves and in the process and in the foundation of marriage, how can you move on and proceed with that? So it was all this talk about dating. So she just said she just resented him. And now when she talked to Ray about it, he just said that he just feel that he can't do much as he wanted. And he has a power of her controlling. Because he said since this amputation, this thing, she been very controlling. Like she had to put the pants in the relationship. She had to control every move, all that stuff, because she doing all the work. And since she doing all the work, I had to buy by what she said because it's going her way. If it don't go her way, she has a problem. She has an attitude. And I feel that. I feel that energy towards the Jillian feel like it needs to be her way or there's no highway. And it's like her way or it's the highway. And you can't have it like that. It's a partnership. It's not only one person. It's not an I in a relationship. So it is that the fact that they cannot speak that towards each other. It's like she can't tell him that she resents him. He can't tell her that she controlling. So what is y'all doing right here? What is y'all here for? If y'all can't be truthful towards another, if y'all can't be open and honest, why are we here? So at one point, Jillian was talking to Iyanla, and she felt like Iyanla was trying to separate them. And Iyanla said, I'm not trying to do that, but that's how I feel. So that's a classic way of deflecting of what y'all going on. So you make it feel like since y'all didn't want to build the work and not prepare yourself for this hard truth, in reality, instead of facing reality, you start deflecting and thinking that It's Iyanla's the one who's messing y'all up. It's that she's the one that tries to separate y'all. It's she's the one that trying to make y'all together, which is not issue. That's not the case. She trying to help y'all get to the better understanding where y'all could communicate, where y'all could have the good financial of marriage, and not have a failed marriage after y'all get married. So after y'all get married, not have a failed marriage. They better communicate. But if y'all still can't communicate, how can y'all proceed into marriage? So it's kind of deflecting. So she did talk to Ray, and she asked her 4 P's. Do you protect, provide, perform, and please? She asked him, "How do you feel about doing this?" And he said, numerous of times he don't feel like he can't be able to provide as much because sometimes that when they're gonna go to shopping, she had to do this, and I can't do this as much. He said numerous of times that he feel like he can't provide. It came out of his mouth. Protecting, protect here and there, provide. He said he can't really please his wife that much because he can't perform and perform some things. He said some things he can't perform. This all came out of his mouth. She asked each one, "How do you feel?" And he had something to answer for each one of them, and none of them came out of her mouth. She didn't tell him that. Now, yeah. So she was like, "So why do you have a feeling with her?" And he said he has a problem with her controlling. And he said, "Did you tell her that?" And he said he tried to talk to her, something like that, but she don't understand and everything. And she said, he said he loved you and all that stuff. She said he loved you, but she said she loves you, but respecting you is two different things. She may love you, Ray, but she doesn't respect you as a man because, in her words, she feel that because of this amputation, she had to be doing everything, and she resents you for that, and she don't want to be that provider. She want to be provided. So since that, she just feels type of way about she lost her man and the fact that she will continue on doing this and be with her, not telling her how she really feels, it just moved on to a fantasy world that everything's okay. And throughout the process, Iyanla just like thinking of it, it's like they not really telling me everything. They not really trying to go in deep into the truth. They is not really trying to focus on the aspect of facing the reality. There is in that fantasy world where, oh, it's the wedding, but not face the outside reality of what is presented in front of y'all and how can y'all deal with this. He been implicated. That's way more than y'all feel like he did it. He say he did it with this. He's all that. He'll move on past it. You have to move past it because if you really move past it, it wouldn't be in its issues. You were able to talk to her. You would not be had this problem. You say you passive, and it's and you feel like you passive, you just let her be, like stuff like that. But you have a problem with her being controlling, but you passive, so you can't really say nothing to her. It's like, no. So the next day, they had her sit down, and she just wanted to do a newlywed game. And asked her who was first to say who loved you. When the first time you have an argument, the first time I had an argument is when he drank her last soda. She has a problem with that. And with that, it was way more deeper than when it was presented. Because when it presented, it was like, okay, he drank the last soda. He took something, but I had a problem. But she failed to tell us that, and it came on later on, that she called the police because he drank the last soda. So he said she was intoxicated. She was drinking. She had a lot of alcohol. So she called the police. He got detained, and he was in a wheelchair because he just got amputated. And he said the police said they had to take somebody in. When somebody get a call, they had to take someone in. So he was to go in. She said, "Why her drunk behind can't go over there?" He said he didn't want to have the opportunity to do that. So he said they paid for that right now because they had to go to classes and stuff like that to get this thing taken off this record. And I said that's crazy. You had to go through all that over because you drunk the last soda. That is like really crazy because she said that Jillian has a nice nasty attitude, but she does feel like I see that too. And you don't have to raise your voice to be nice and nasty. You can be nice and you can be nasty at the same time. It's like you could be really calm. You could just say had this straight monotone voice and be very nasty to somebody you're talking to, without even raising your voice. So he realized that she has that, but he said that she does that towards him. I said, yeah, like, and she does that towards strangers that she don't know. She does that towards somebody that she does know, and she knows you very well, and she controls. So she has that nice that attitude, and it seemed like they both is hearing different things and saying things that is not what is presented. Because when they had to sit down, they both got defensive. Because they got defensive, saying you trying to say I don't provide, because she choose the card up, and next to each word, it was something that he said he couldn't do based on that finances and intimacy, all that stuff. He said, "Oh, you trying to say I couldn't do that? You said that." She said, "No, I did not say that." He said, "Yes, you did." I said, "No, she didn't." She played the tape back to him to show him what happened, and he realized he messed up, because it's like, yes, she asked you, and you said that you can't provide. You said you can't protect. You said you can't do this. So both Jill and Ray has a problem of not hearing, not speaking to each other, not speaking towards each other, and speaking to each other, but also has a problem of not hearing each other. Because sometimes when somebody says something, they think that they say something that they thought they heard. It's like she heard, because he said he had a problem that had to be controlling and stuff like that. She said, "I just feel like upset that you say that I control it, that I'm taking away your manhood." He never said you took away his manhood. He just said that you be too controlling. So that's when you hear it. You hear it, that him saying that he take away his manhood. He didn't say that. And the fact that he was claiming that Iyanla told him that he could provide is what he was hearing himself. So they had a problem with doing that. So the last thing happened is that the day too, after she talked to her, she wanted to talk to Jill, because she got some information from the production team that something happened, that the transport team was late picking Jill up, and Jill was very agitated about that. Now, in my opinion, yes, being 2 hours late picking someone up is crazy. Now, I believe the production team did tell her what's that going on. Sorry. I feel the production team did tell her they was running late. Now, her problem is the fact they was running late, period. No matter if they talked to her or not. She was so done with this conversation. She was so done with the process. She didn't really care. And it seemed like they both was checking out the process, that they didn't trust the process and everything. It's because you're not trusting the process because you don't want to put in the work. And so you're not putting in the work. Y'all deflecting your anger because y'all don't have the control of the situation, because y'all said y'all want to have the control. And since y'all not having the control over what she's saying and what she trying to do to y'all lashing out. Y'all say you're angry, so y'all get upset. So I understand why she feel like she may need an apology, or they may be unprofessional picking her up 2 hours late. Yes, that may be a professional picking her up 2 hours late. But baby, y'all was trying to talk to you and come at you, and you came off way hostile. And your energy was way off. Like, I'm trying to talk to you, and this and that, and you, no, I wasn't raising my voice. Like, you being very condescending, and that's like something that's good. So it comes to the point, they brought Jillian and Ray together, and he was coming out this whole little left field and saying that her safety. And she said we was to talk about her safety. She was very safe. It's not about her safety. He was trying to make it all seem like, oh, I didn't want us to be separated, all that stuff like that. So y'all really had an issue being separated last night. So that was the issue. It wasn't an issue about she was being 2 hours late or this thing. Y'all had an issue that y'all didn't want to be separated. And since she separated y'all, so y'all got to reflect. Y'all had a problem with that. And since y'all had a problem with that, y'all were looking for a way out. And this is your out. So y'all gave you an out and said, we got to cut this. Now, I did saw a clip of that Iyanla was talking to her production team and what happened and all that stuff like that. If I could find it, I'll probably put that on a thing. But I'm just saying that Jillian and Ray was not there to get help. They was there to whatever reason, because she was saying that, oh, I know how y'all TV works and all that stuff. It's because y'all wanted me to wait 2 hours to give me a lines out of me to get ratings. I said, first of all, it was not about the ratings. And Iyanla's not doing it to get ratings. She's doing it to help people. It just happened to be filmed. Whether it's been filmed or not, she's still going to do her work. You came to look for her. She didn't come to look for you. So you coming in here with this attitude, this anger that you don't have your way, it's not going to work. and it's not gonna work. So she had to end that process. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Some people, some therapists or counselors you work with, you feel like you may not feel like they could help you, or you may not feel like you're not putting the work. So since you're not putting the work, you feel like they're not doing much for you. And say no, you don't want to put in the effort. So that was that. But like I said, this they I ain't get no update at the end because they cut off. So I don't know what happened, but they cut the production date early with them, and they couldn't get the help. So she just hoped that they get the to the opportunity where they could better their relationship and move past the wedding. So tell me what y'all think about this episode if y'all seen it, or what y'all think about Jillian, her attitude, and Ray passiveness and everything. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.